Hello guys, this is the Christmas special of Like Father Like Son, which, I mean, we've definitely recorded immediately after Christmas and not before. But we thought, why not? We thought, why not give the people what they want, Dad, which is a festive special.
I'm pretty sure there's no one saying, do you know what I want? I want a Christmas special after Christmas.
Well, you know, it's like one of those presents. Like, I actually quite like those presents where you kind of unwrap them after Christmas because you've kind of done all of your nice presents, and then that's like, oh,
right,
that's just like an afterthought. It's
exactly,
like, oh, cheers.
Exactly.
I like those presents.
But it's good to be here. Ding dong merrily on high. Just sort of bring a bit of festive cheer to it.
I don't know why you said that. It was weird, but I liked it.
But
yeah, so don't worry, guys. We are working very hard on season 2. Don't worry, it's up and running. I might be even as bold to say that it's going to be coming like February-ish time.
February.
We've been working very hard. I think you guys are going to like it.
The next one you're going to hear from us is the Valentine's Day special. Oh, that's not going to go well, is it?
You've made it weird. We've been recording for literally 2 minutes, and you've made it weird.
That is a bit weird.
Ding dong, merrily.
Oh no! Move on. Moving on.
So obviously it's the Christmas special. We need to talk about Christmas. We've had an amazing Christmas this year, and you know, we were just thinking about kind of presents, and obviously this year there was a few presents that I opened, and let's leave it at they could have tried harder. Shall we leave it in that category?
Let's leave it right there. I heard someone who got an air freshener for Christmas this year. I mean,
that's got to be how much, like. What? Like, was that an expensive car freshener?
No,
it's just,
there's no easy way. As you're handing that over to someone and they're unwrapping it, you're saying, I don't rate you very highly as a person.
It's John Lewis. It's a good one.
I don't think very much of you, and for that reason, here's an air freshener. The other one was...
well, I was just going to say, that car must really smell. Like,
why does it have to be a car? Air freshener goes in... to front rooms and to bathrooms, could be anywhere.
Oh, I thought of the car one.
I didn't say car though, did I?
Oh, right.
No, I'm aggressive. Air freshener could be in any room or a car.
Well, that's not actually as bad then. I thought if it was a car air freshener, that's a bad present. Whereas an air freshener, it's not that bad.
If I bought you for your Christmas a bathroom, a toilet air freshener, you would have been like, thanks, Dad.
Well, no, because
emotional.
Well, weirdly,
give me a hug.
I didn't have got emotional, but I did actually ask for a diffuser this year, which I didn't get. So,
this is a nice
Santa
time to bring that up.
Yeah, Santa let me down in that regard.
I also heard toilet seat. Someone got a toilet seat for their Christmas.
Again, amazing. What?
I mean, I don't understand.
What?
Why?
That must have been a student house, and God knows what's happened to their toilet. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine unwrapping that. It must have been so obvious as well. Like, what did they do with the hole in the middle? do you know when you're wrapping that? Do you cover it up?
Oh, what a great question.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you wrap round the whole seat? So therefore you're thinking, I'm getting a massive polo mint. Or what are those a life ring?
It's not a life ring, is it?
What's the difference? Well, what are they called?
It's not called a life ring. It's not. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what it's called, and I'm backing out. But it's not a life ring.
The orange thing that you throw in the river.
Yeah. But is it a life ring though? Chuck us the life ring.
I don't think when you're
someone
driving.
help! Oh mate, chuck us the life ring. Never heard that.
Yeah, because I honestly don't think when you're drowning in a river that you're like picking your grammar, your vocabulary. Oh, sorry, I got the word wrong.
I think it's
what?
Well, I think it's a buoyancy aid.
It's not a buoyancy aid.
I think it's more a buoyancy aid.
If we actually did know the word, but
I know this is the beauty of Like Father Like Son. Tweet us in.
It's live. It's not live.
It's not live.
The other one is a 15-year-old lad said to his uncle in November. He said to him, "Oh, I really like your beard. I wish I had a beard like that." So the uncle shaved his beard off and put the beard hair into a freezer bag and gave him that for his Christmas. The little lad got
his uncle's hair.
Chin hair
Chin hair.
Ooh.
Let's leave it at chin hair. Anyway, I mean, yeah, that's a pretty weird. That's a weird one. Glad you've never given me that when I've been growing
Well,
up.
I can't grow a beard, and you know that. So why would you bring that up?
My beard is actually longer than yours.
I've never had a beard as good as yours right now.
Yeah, I know. It's
I'm like
difficult.
a fully grown man. I mean, like, I'm the father
Well,
in this scenario.
I know, and you look up to me in pretty much every regard, and I understand that.
I'm not sure I look up to you in any regard, but what I would say is, when it comes to beards, because like, I'm Mr. Patchy, aren't I? I get big, massive patches.
Some
all
could
over.
say that about your comedy as well.
Oh, I like what you did there. If only it had been a little bit more funny.
Didn't really make sense.
It didn't. So, we are loving it because we had the best Christmas dinner ever.
I mean, guys, I'm not even taking the mick. You know, hats off to Mummy Ritchie. She has done something that only Gordon Ramsay and a few other select cooks can do, and that is
I swear all day.
and that
No, she
was
didn't.
stress out in a kitchen. No, honestly, guys, I'm not even joking. Now, weirdly enough, there's a bit of a story behind why we have this, but we have something that's a little bit different to the norm on
You're
Christmas.
making it sound like it's really different. It's not.
It's
not
pretty different.
ridiculously
I've never heard of
different.
anyone else having it.
Oh, interesting.
That's why I'm saying it's different. And now, so, well, I used to work in a pub, and there was this older guy who used to talk to me every Wednesday for about 4 hours, because I was getting paid to obviously pull his pints. And he remember coming up to Christmas time, and literally, I'm not joking, every Wednesday for about the 5-6 weeks leading up to Christmas, he literally went on about it to a point where I actually really wanted it. Now, I kind of forced us to get it over Christmas.
You did.
I literally was just like, I think it will be amazing. And now, obviously, I've left you in enough suspense as it is. And we have goose for Christmas.
We do.
Now, a lot of people might be thinking, what? Isn't that like a swan? And
I have literally got no person in mind who's gone. Isn't that? Hold on a minute. Isn't that like a swan? No one is saying that.
I
Jordan.
thought swans and gooses were quite similar.
No.
Only
and
me.
It's geese. It's not gooses. Why are you such a
Goose.
goose and geese? You don't say gooses.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
If you were drowning
got
in a
dyslexia.
river and you said, "Could you throw me that goosies?"
Because the geese and goose are attacking me.
yeah. Oh,
Throw us
what you
the
did there.
buoyancy aid.
So 3 years ago was when you came up with this idea. Let's have goose for Christmas, and we'll be honest. We, as mum and dad, we poo-pooed you. We says, "Don't be ridiculous."
Don't say that.
Poo-poo.
Just
I've never thought of that before. That is actually a rubbish phrase, isn't it?
Yeah.
We poo-pooed you. And that's why we needed the toilets. No, we're not into that kind of humour. So
they shut me down. They
shut
weren't
you
happy with me. They were a bit like, Jordan, why do you want goose? It's weird.
Yeah.
And I was very much like, no, honestly, as a weird guy in a pub, he's telling me that we need to have goose.
You did.
And I really want it. Because it's sad. The way he spoke about it just honestly, the way he spoke about it is the way we're going to speak about it. It is
It's like,
beautiful.
once you've had it, you tell everybody. It's amazing.
Honestly,
So-
I think you guys need to go out, get goose and geese.
So, what happened is that after, when we got away from you and your big sales pitch, we actually had this conversation where Tamsin was like, it would be nice to do something different.
Because no one really likes turkey.
Yeah, well, I disagree
No one's
with
it.
that.
Like no
I
one's
love
like
turkey,
ooh,
but
turkey.
23rd of December it was 3 years ago, and basically we says, let's do it. We're going to do it. We decided to do it. So then
Too right.
I had the job of actually going and buying the goose. Now you've got me doing it. The goose. And because it was the 23rd of December, everywhere was sold out. I went to about 5 different well-known shops. Yeah,
Won't say them.
I'm not going to say
We
them.
might
Other
get
shops
sued.
are available.
Yeah.
And they were all sold out. And so then I got to Sainsbury's. Yeah, I've said it. And basically, I went in. It's like, I'm now desperate, right? I'm now desperate. And I go in and I say, it's quite a big one. Found a guy. I says, listen, I'm looking for a goose. Do you have any goose left? and he said, we do actually. We've got one last goose.
Yeah.
And I literally, honestly, I went, Merry Christmas! Right, like that. And I gave him a little hug, to which he laughed, and it was all jolly good fun. And then we walked up the aisle, and we got to it, and it was flipping massive. It was huge. And it was 80 quid. 80 pounds. So he said...
Is that not a going rate for
No,
goose?
that's not a going rate for what you're having on your Christmas dinner. Right? 80 quid. So I had the horrendous thing where now, because I've made this big song and dance about, it's the last one.
Yeah.
I couldn't just go, no, mate, I'm not paying
So you
80
fully,
quid.
you've kissed a man.
I didn't kiss the man.
You've kissed the
I gave
man.
him a hug, and I
you've
said,
kissed
Merry
him.
Christmas. And now he's presenting me with this 80-pound bird.
So what did you do?
I took it off him and said, thank you, have a great Christmas. Walked down to the aisle, walking towards the cash desk, but, I'm not paying for 80 quid for no goose. Saw if he was looking, turned the corner, hid it behind the portable TVs.
What?
So, probably at about the 9th of January, they were like, these TVs are stinking. What is this?
Wow.
I couldn't. Well, what else could I do? Oh, you put me in a predicament. It was your fault.
Well, surely you just, be a man
Oh.
and you say, look, mate, not for 80 quid, son.
Why would you have to say it in a Cockney accent?
Not for
Anyway,
80 quid, mate.
We then found one in a butcher's that was much, much cheaper, and we've been committed-
£65.
No, even cheaper than that. £38.
Wow.
And basically we're believers.
We've been having goose ever since.
We have. We've had it 3 years in a row.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's amazing. I can't stress it enough. If you're listening and if you're bored of turkey, go get yourself a goose. 38 quid.
Also, didn't you have quite a few Christmas dinners this year?
Well, yeah. So I work in a school at the moment, and
at the moment. Oh, he's going to be in Hollywood one day. Sorry,
Right.
that was bitter.
I don't know where that's even come from. So yeah, working in a school, and so they were doing obviously their Christmas dinners, and now obviously I have to get school dinners every single day, and there's 2 canteens, and the one canteen that I always go to, because the school's obviously quite big, they were basically doing the Christmas dinners in like year groups. So like year 7 was getting it on Monday, year 8, blah 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 blah.
Right.
And I'm not being that guy. So obviously that week for me I had 5 like in a week, which is quite a lot. But the worst bit about it is that the turkey got progressively drier.
Oh.
It genuinely did. By like Monday, nice moist turkey, quite a nice meal. Tuesday, okay, little bit drier. The Wednesday, it's probably a bit dry now. Thursday, yeah, it's not that nice. It's pretty dry. Friday,
ashes.
Literally,
just ashes.
it was disgusting. It was like the Friday's Christmas dinner. It was genuinely just a bit like, you could tell it was the scraps. It was the remains of the last 4 days just kind of thrown in.
But you and me have a bit of we have got different views on this, because obviously you have Christmas Day, you have your big dinner.
Well, yeah.
And then on Boxing Day, you have like most people have leftovers.
The worst meal in the entire year.
I disagree with you. I actually like it.
It's vile.
It's not vile.
Well, because a
You've
lot of
got an
people.
issue.
Well, a lot of people try to do this thing of like they try and make, the leftovers into a kind of meal that it never was. It was. They're trying to make turkey curry or broccoli lasagna.
Broccoli.
You know what I mean? Like,
I've never heard of
and
that.
it's just like they just kind of throw in random bits of veg to things that don't do anything because we had them on Christmas and there's too many now.
I absolutely love it.
It's disgusting. Do you remember when? Sorry, Mum. I'm really sorry to do this. But do you remember when Mum just used to just like basically like blend it all do together and put it with some potatoes?
No, I wasn't a fan of that. Yeah. We did have that a couple of times where she, no.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I feel a bit scarred by it.
But you're like, if meat has been left like overnight in the fridge, you're like, oh no, I can't eat that now.
Well,
It's like, what are you talking
I
about?
mean, I think there's a few health and safety officers that will agree with me that you're not
Right,
really
where-
supposed to have
where
chicken
are
the next
they?
day.
Where are they? I
Well,
can't
obviously
see them.
they're in the kind of health and safety headquarters doing their thing. Do you know what I mean? Like making
Yeah.
sure that people aren't
Right.
eating chicken the next day
No.
because it's bad for you.
Oh.
Salmonella.
Salmonella. It's not Salmon and Ella. Who's that?
It's the new couple that have moved
They moved in next door.
next door.
Salmon and Ella.
Sam and Ella.
Oh, Sam. Not
You're not
salmon?
not salmon and Ella. That didn't make sense.
No, it didn't. You're right.
I just think people probably listen to this podcast for like obviously a bit of entertainment and like relief, and just to be like, wow, I'm not as thick as those two. Like I think we say a lot of stuff.
I wonder
It's
if like they maybe like there's using it as a learn English.
yeah,
People
German
like
people are
try-
literally listening to us.
learn, and there's just loads of Germans going around going goose and goosies.
And if the plural is geese.
And then for that little orange life belt thing, that's what it's called. It's called a life belt.
Is it? I'm
Is
not
it?
sold.
Life ring?
Not
Well,
sold.
that's what you said before, isn't it? Anyways.
So, well, yeah. So obviously we spoke about Christmas, and with Christmas, especially doing it before Christmas, I feel that you have to talk about New Year's. Now, a lot of people will do that. Oh, it's just a hyped thing. We're not bothered about that. And we thought about what we could really talk about in New Year's. And obviously, you do the kind of reflecting sort of vibe. Everyone's a bit like, you know, oh, how's your year been? And what's your year coming up like? And we thought we'd do the same thing, basically. And I actually just wanted to know, Dad, obviously, I've actually moved out now, which, you know, season 2 is going to be fun, man. We got a lot to talk about. But, yeah, I wanted to actually know what the best moment of 2018 for you was.
There's an obvious joke to be made.
Me moving out.
But
Ha
I'm
ha
not going to
ha
make it
ha
because I'm
ha
not that guy.
ha.
No, my greatest moment of 2018 was running the marathon.
Okay.
Crossing the finishing line.
Now, I mean, obviously, season 1, you spoke about it every 5 seconds, so I'm quite glad that it is your favourite moment because it was starting to annoy us all.
Yeah,
You
I
got
know.
over the, you know, lovely moment, you crossing the line, whoop-de-doo, like,
Oh,
and that's your best
whoop-de-doo.
moment.
That is my greatest moment of 2018. I felt like a proud man. I heard somebody recently got the marathon and crossed the line, but they got the bus halfway through the marathon.
That defeats the point, doesn't it?
It really does. Just like that feeling of sitting at the end thinking, "Ooh, I'm glad I didn't have to do the whole thing." Oh,
Ooh, only did 12 miles.
I'm glad the 32 was on. So what's your best moment?
Well, so it's something that, again, I won't indulge into too much, actually.
Dulge, you mean indulge
Yeah.
or delve? Was that delve into or dulge? I
And those
don't
German students,
know. Yeah,
that's your
we're
homework
messing
for this
you.
week.
Was it delge or was it delve? Go on.
We won't delve into it too much because actually it's something that I wanted to talk about quite a lot in season 2. But I've actually done some comedy, guys. I've actually done 2 kind of sets, and the first one was definitely my best moment of 2018. It was amazing. And we will talk about the second one in season 2. As you can already tell,
I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on the second one than I am the first one.
yeah,
Just to say.
the first one really, really good. Second one, not so much. But obviously, again, you know, a little bit of a tester. We want to talk about it in season 2.
Teaser.
Tester.
Teaser.
I can't talk. It's English.
The German's going to be like, teaser or tester?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
And we're gonna, you know, we'll talk about it a lot more in season 2 because there's a lot of good stuff to talk about because it is just quite a funny story in
Yeah,
itself.
It is.
But yeah, so that's definitely my favourite moment of 2018. But I also wanted to ask you as well, because obviously we do a podcast together, Like Father, Like Son. Granted, we only did 10 episodes, but I wanted to know what your favourite moment of this season was for you in 2018.
Yes, I think that it was. Even now, it makes me happy to remember it.
Brilliant.
But obviously, last year, KFC ran out of gravy. they ran out of gravy. And I was having a bit of a rant saying basically the best thing about KFC is the chicken gravy. And so therefore, if they've not got any, that's a deal breaker. I'm not interested. And then I suddenly came up with a question to you was, when it comes to ladies, because I don't know if everyone knows this, but Jordan doesn't have a girlfriend. And struggling. And I said to him, what happens like with you? I mean, what's a deal breaker for you? And I was like, would you, if she was absolutely gorgeous, had a great personality, but she got no nose, would that be a deal breaker?
And I mean, obviously, you can go back to that episode to find out my answers, which are all quite logical and self-explanatory. That I would quite like them to have a nose when I'm dating.
It's like no. I says what? But no ears, no lips, no eyebrows. There's a lot. I mean, really. There's a lot of things there, and I feel you're being a bit picky because you literally want all those things.
Well, I mean, obviously, I think the easiest one to kind of, if we're getting into it, I think the best one for them not to have would probably be ears, so they can't listen to me, so I can't annoy them. Wow.
Yeah.
I've thought about that.
Wow.
Or eyebrows.
That's a lot. Ooh, eyebrows. No eyebrows.
Yeah, it's getting weird. But yeah, so that's your favourite moment, is it?
Yes, and reliving it is again another great
because I feel really weird and awkward. Cheers. I think my favourite bit was actually the hitchhiker bit, where you just because I didn't actually know that story until we saying it.
Yeah.
And you did just pick up a random person on the motorway.
Yes.
And that's my dad. That is the man I'm supposed to look up to is picking random people up off a motorway.
Yeah, it was very terrifying. I won't be doing it again. Let me say that. No. That was a great little story.
Yeah, I very much liked it.
Yeah. So I think as we're moving towards the end of this Christmas special,
we thought, just a little thing to get you prepared for season 2.
So we have a little festival father quote,
Festive.
What did I say?
Festival. We are genuinely really quite. But this is what started to happen. Like last couple of episodes, we just couldn't really talk. Festival. Like we were just. Blah, blah, blah.
What is wrong with me? I'm as bad as you. It's rubbing off on me.
I think you're worse. But
I would like to say that at least I can put a sentence together. So. And we thought we'd put a festive dad quote of the day on, right? So here it comes, dad quote of the day.
I thought I was going to give you some background music for you to do it, but
do we have to pay copyright for that?
Maybe.
You actually sang I say you sang a song. It was so unrecognisable. Yeah. Here it comes. Ta-da. There is no sadder thing than to wake up on Christmas Day and not be a child. There's the look on your face.
Who has come up with that?
There is no sadder thing than to wake up on Christmas Day and not be a child.
I like it because obviously, you want to enjoy Christmas. It's a festive time, it's a family time, and it's, you kind of mainly enjoy it the most when you've got kids around or you are a kid. And so I kind of get it. It's a little bit of a crap quote. Like, it's a bit like, yeah, cool.
I think there are sadder things than that, though.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's also another thing,
I love it when people say, oh, there's nothing worse than a cold sausage roll. And you're like, well, war. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? War is a bit worse than a cold sausage roll.
Of course war is. I've never heard anybody ever say, ooh, a cold sausage roll. That's bad. That's really bad.
But you know the kind of thing people say, oh, there's nothing worse than warm lemonade. Famine.
I think we might have to stop this quite soon.
There's nothing worse than bacon. It's not been fried to its nth degree and nearly burnt. Yeah, there is. Floods. I've named 3 right there.
Thank you. I think you should speak to Teresa.
There's nothing worse There's nothing worse, right, than a dry piece of turkey, says Jordan. Yeah, well, there is, yeah? Murder. Do I need to keep on going?
I don't think you do, and I
things
think my
that are
eyes are literally trying to tell you to shut up.
Do you know
I'm
what
going.
saying?
It's been a great
There are
episode.
things worse than a cold sausage roll. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm really glad we have ended the whatever this episode has been on that. And we just kind of want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff from Like Father Like Son. We promise you that season 2 is coming very, very soon. And as always, I like to do this. Dad, is there anything you want to leave the episode on? Is there a little sentence?
There is nothing worse than a cold sausage roll on Boxing Day, yeah? And we've just done this, a cold podcast.
Right, well, thanks for that. This has been Like Father Like Son. Obviously, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Obviously, we've got iTunes, we've got YouTube, we've got all of that good stuff. And stay tuned for season 2. Love you, bye!